Yo guys, what is going on? Welcome to episode 3 of my Minecraft survival series. This is just going to be kind of like an intermission. I still have to get some resources for what I want to do for today's episode, but pretty much I wanted to go to the nether, and I need to go to the nether to get some nether quartz, obviously, for some redstone comparators, because today we're going to be making an automatic chicken farm, and I'm following a tutorial on YouTube, obviously, because I don't really know my way around redstone, but I want to kind of learn a little bit more about redstone in this game, and it is really technical when it really comes down to it, but unfortunately, in order to actually finish the chicken farm, I need what's called a redstone comparator, okay? So I'm following a tutorial, I'll post it in the description, and pretty much these are all the materials I've gotten so far. So we're going to be using a dispenser, a chest, you know, a lava bucket, it's so on and so on, but I do need a redstone comparator, and it sucks, but it is what it is, you know, I can't really help that, but let's create another portal right now, okay? So in my last episode, we went mining. We got a bunch of diamonds, by the way. I felt so lucky when I found out like that I literally I think I got like 38 diamonds in the space of like an hour, which has never happened to me, you know. I used to X-ray a lot back in the day. I used to like hack in Minecraft because I mean I was young, you know. I hated mining in this game. I think it's one of my most strongest suits when it comes to Minecraft right now. But I used to use X-ray a lot. And even when I was using X-ray, I don't even think I got that much in the given amount of time, so I felt really, really lucky. But here we go. Boom. Now this nether portal could potentially catch this wood on fire. I don't really know about the whole logistics about it, you know. I don't think it catches wood on fire, to be honest, but if it does, then we're going to be in some very, very big trouble. But here we go. We're going to go to the nether right now. Keep in mind again, guys, I don't want to stay in the nether. I don't want to do anything in the nether right now. I probably will go back into the nether in the future, but as it stands right now, okay, that was weird. As it stands right now, the only reason why I am coming here is purely for this nether quartz. Now, it should be relatively easy to farm some nether quartz. The nether is quite a dangerous place, and I just don't think we're ready as an individual, as a player of as a player in this survival world, to actually be able to survive in the nether for a longer period of time. So I'm just going to mine some quartz, and then I'm going to kind of cut until I have all of the equipment, and then we're going to start working on this chicken farm. But here we go. I just don't want to make a mistake and then like have some pigmen trying to kill me. I don't want to do anything like that, because we're not in a very good space right now. You know, I don't really have the correct amount of items. You know, if it wasn't for this nether quartz, 100% I wouldn't have even been here right now. I would still be in my world trying to get all of the stuff. But here's another for anyone who has never played Minecraft before. You know, we've got pigmen over there, which are basically just like zombie skeletons, kind of. Oh wait, there's a nether fortress. Okay, that's very interesting. We did get a really good nether spawn. That's good. I've seen some people like literally move houses because their nether spawn was terrible. And I feel like we definitely did get a really good nether spawn right now. But I'm gonna head back. I'm gonna head back in here because I am, but yeah, I'm gonna make the redstone comparator. I'm gonna make some repeaters, and then we're going to get to work on this chicken farm, because honestly I don't want to have to go out and farm for food every single like episode, because it's boring. I don't want people to see that. So yeah, come back to you guys later. So I'm sorry that this video is like so weird. I know there's so many time lapses and stuff, and I probably should just like work on things without constantly making it like sped up and stuff. But it is what it is. I couldn't really make it slow down, because pretty much what happened was I had a video in the background playing because I didn't know how to make this chicken farm. I literally just copied a video on YouTube, so I'll post that in the description. I really hope you guys, if you guys really need to make this chicken farm, go watch that video, give him some support. He really did help. It's very short. It's like 6 minutes or something. It's really short. But here we go. I'm gonna basically go up here. I have 7 eggs, and pretty much what we have to do, just see if I can get the right one. Is this correct? It is. Okay. So what I want to do is just do this, open up this, and then we're gonna throw in some eggs and see if we get any chickens whatsoever. If we do, it's a good job on my part. But here we go. Boom, boom. Alright, we've got 1. Can we get 2? No, we can't. Alright, 1 is fine. So pretty much, I'll show you guys how it works. I will go and farm for some eggs in offline pretty much. But basically what happens is this chicken right here will lay eggs as he grows older. Once he grows older, the eggs will go down here into these hoppers behind this dispenser, and then the dispenser will push the eggs out onto this platform right here, onto this stone block. And then once they're on that stone block, they'll be babies, but as soon as they turn into like grown-up chickens, the lava will burn them alive, and then all the meat and the eggs and the meat and whatever it is will come in through here, and we'll just turn it into food from the furnaces here. So I mean, I'm pretty happy about it, to be honest. I'm really happy that I finally got basically some automatic food farms. So yeah, I need to get some more eggs. Hopefully by next episode I will have some more chickens for you guys, and our next project probably be something along the lines of like an automatic melon farm, or like an automatic fishing farm, because you know I need my XP, I need some enchants, and that's really the way to go, to be honest. But thanks so much for watching, appreciate it, bye. Alright, so I'm so sorry, it took a few hours to actually come with this. I was literally just about to render the video because I have finished editing it, but I figured honestly, why not just do that in this video? And pretty much what I'm going to do right now is just make a quick little fish farm, which I'm going to do overnight. And there's so many benefits to having something similar to this in game. I'll try to show you guys what it does. But pretty much what is going to happen is I'm going to be standing there, and I'm just going to completely just farm like with the fishing rod right into this pool of water. And it's going to allow me to kind of just get XP. It's going to allow me to get more books, enchanted books. It's a really good form of potentially getting a lot of materials that will be needed in the future for this Let's Play. So pretty much what we've got this, and now every time we do that, it's going to allow us to do this. Now pretty much what you got to do, you got to stand here, and then every single time you cast a fishing rod into this little thing here, it opens up, and then you can hit the note block. And pretty much what it allows you to do is get fish. It allows you to get certain items that you wouldn't be able to get otherwise. Now I need to create a fishing rod, so let me just search up the recipe because I have no idea how to create a fishing rod. Fishing rod Minecraft. Okay, so it's just 2 string and 3 sticks. I think I have those materials. Let me go take a look right now. 2 string. I know I have string, and so here we go. 2 string. Oops, that's my bad. I need more sticks. I think I have some spare sticks laying around. So we got sticks right now, and then we got 2 string. And I also got some updates for the chicken farm as well. But this is the chicken farm so far. It's working as I intended. So pretty much what's happening is the chickens from the top, they're laying eggs, they're going down into the bottom, and then they're kind of throwing the eggs out. And then it's kind of like 50-50 if there's a chicken that comes out of it. But if there is, what will happen is it'll stay a baby for a while. And then, yeah, we'll see, we've already got a war chicken. Pretty much what happens is that when it grows up, its head goes into the lava and it starts burning alive, and then the chicken comes down and it falls in here, and we get the feather and we get the war chicken. And so it's kind of like an endless, you know, repeat and recycle process of just getting. So it's just literally just a repeat, recycle, rinse something. I don't even know what the wording is, to be honest. But that's what it is. There's the chickens. I'm really excited to finally just have basically unlimited food at this point. So it will take a while to get the eggs and chickens and stuff, but with this, pretty much what we're doing, hold on. Pretty much what we're doing is we're just gonna constantly just stand here and basically just hold the right click button on our mouse while aiming it at the note block. And pretty much what it's doing is it's going to eventually catch a fish, hopefully. I think this is how it works. I might need to do a little bit more research. I don't think anything's happening. But I think something's gonna happen. I might have to take a little bit of a look at the video in a second because there we go. Now you see I just got a war cod, and pretty much what you do is you keep the clicker on, you leave, and then as you leave, you know, this is kind of doing its job for you, and it basically just gets you unlimited fish as well. But the main thing with doing this is that you get a ton of XP, you get a ton of books, you get like enchanted like things. It's just insane for getting these small items that will really benefit me in the future. So basically what this all is it's just kind of it's more of like a way of setting ourselves up for the future of this Let's Play, because I mean it is what it is. I didn't want to have to make this separately in the next episode because I feel like that would just be a complete waste of time. But let's see if we can get another fish right now. And then obviously this is free food as well, so we will have fish, we will have chickens, and I did expand the house a little bit, but let's see if we can get one more fish right now. I think it's going right, I think so anyway. But yeah, note block is super easy to craft. I'm gonna link both of these videos, the chicken farm and the this fishing farm, in the description. They're very, very easy to make, really easy to follow, and they're great for a survival Let's Play. They really are. But there we go. I think we just got another one. 2 raw cod. Perfect. And now over time, if we leave this like overnight, eventually what will actually happen is we will obviously get a shit ton of fish. We will get so much like enchanted books, and it's really, really great for those type of things. But something I also did just before I end this Let's Play is I muted the sound of friendly creatures, because unfortunately now that I've got all these chickens here, it's going to be making a ton of sound pretty much 24/7, and I want to spend a lot more time in my house doing a lot of things. You know, in the next episode I might start building a better house, you know, one where I can actually live, because this house right now is just kind of like a just walls and a roof, and that's basically what it is. But I want to have some more kind of better looking designs on a house. But as of the current moment, friendly creatures is off, sheerly because these chickens really make a lot of noise. I mean, if I just turn it on for a second, you can see how much noise they make. Look, it's non-stop, just this all the time, and I don't want to hear that. So I mean, if you guys want to hear it, then create it for yourself. But me, it's just very, very annoying. So thanks so much for watching, appreciate it, bye. Yo guys, what is going on? I'm Oh My God, Look It's Gavin. Welcome to another video. Today we're going to be playing some Minecraft Survival Episode 4, dude. Now, in today's episode, I have a few changes that I want to show you. The house is very, very different. I have made some really, really big changes that I really am excited to show you guys. But one thing that I wanted to do before today's episode is kind of talk about what I want to do. And the main changes that I want to make in today's episode is pretty much just, I want to create like a big sorting system pretty much. Well, not, you know, a main sorting system where like you've got hoppers and redstone, and it's just too difficult to make with our current equipment that we currently have. So pretty much what I want to do is just create a big kind of warehouse, either attached to my house or just by itself, where I have all my chests, and just like it's really easy just to find what I want. And so in order to do that, I kind of wanted to make it out of a material that I saw Mumbo Jumbo using in one of his Hermitcraft episodes, which is called like lamps and like and random stuff that you eventually find under the water. So there it is. That's exactly what I wanted. Basically, I think this is a broken ship if I'm not correct. But pretty much what I wanted to do right now is I wanted to get these lamps, and I wanted to potentially see about using them in this kind of like chest area story build thing. So that's my house. I'm going to show you guys later. But right now, we're just kind of looking for these lamps right now. I don't really know how they operate altogether. It is something that I'm going to have to figure out. But I'm going to take it. I have no idea how to break this thing. Is it with a pickaxe? Wait, what? Okay, that's weird. I've never actually dealt with anything under the water, which was actually the 1.12 update, right? So I think they added like a bunch of underwater stuff, which is pretty interesting, because I mean I wasn't really playing back then, obviously. You know, I played for a little bit, but I never really gained an understanding of what was actually in the game. So we got another lamp here. Let's just get that real quick. Pretty much what I want to do as well is dude, there's a lot of stuff here. Okay, I think that's a broken ship. I'm not entirely sure. So I'm gonna come down here. I saw a chest in here. I want to get that real quick. See what's in here. Dude, basically nothing. A buried treasure map. What? Is that really what I just read? Hold on. That can't be real. That can't be real. I swear to God that just said buried treasure map. I've never seen this before. What the? Okay. I have legit never seen that before. I've never seen a buried treasure map before, so that could be interesting. I don't exactly know what a buried treasure map is. I mean, to be honest, I'm putting a little bit of an act right now because I have seen buried treasure maps before, but I've never actually found one. So I mean, an Aqua Infinity, dude. There's no way. We just found an Aqua Infinity hat, dude. Who knew that these things could be so lucrative? I'm gonna have to eat. An Aqua Infinity hat. That is really, really useful, okay? Now, I think Aqua Infinity works like how I remember it, which is where you kind of just have unlimited like health on your hat, like when you're diving. So, I think that's how it works. I'm just gonna see if that's what it is. I think, is that working how I remember it? I think so, isn't it? Maybe I'm just an idiot, but I'm pretty sure Aqua Infinity is supposed to make me live longer, like, under the water. I don't think it's working like how I think it's supposed to be. Aqua Infinity, you're not really doing much for me. Maybe I should just put it back on my iron helmet. This really isn't doing anything. Yo, guys, please, if you actually play this game, the people that watch my videos, if you play this game, please let me know some of the things that I'm doing wrong in the comments. Because, honestly, I've got no idea about some of these new updates, like the new 1.14 update. I've got no clue what it actually entailed. Because I kind of started a little bit late. You know, because 1.14 came out, I think a few weeks ago now. And I wasn't really playing back then. But, yeah. Basically, the main reason why we're here is because we're looking for lamps, and we're kind of going on a little bit of an adventure, I guess. I mean, originally I was going to make another, like, mining episode, but why would you guys want to see that, you know? I feel like this series as a whole is kind of, it's kind of going quite quickly. You know, because right now we're on episode 4, and I'm already thinking about making a chest sorting system, you know? And so JRisp, who is also another Wizard 101 YouTuber, kind of turned into a Minecraft YouTuber. He's on like episode 8 and he only has like 2 houses and stuff. Like I feel like I'm more into the world than he is. So I mean maybe I should start like limiting what I'm doing in these episodes to literally what I'm doing in these episodes rather than just, you know, going offline, making changes and then showing you guys when I go online. So I mean it is what it is. I can't really do that because I mean I love playing this game. I really do. I love playing Minecraft, but the problem is that when you're recording a YouTube videos for Minecraft, like I think this is like the 4th episode, right? This episode that I'm recording right now is literally the 4th episode of this series, and this is going up in like 2 days, right? Because right now I've uploaded the 2nd episode. I've already got the 3rd episode ready, but this 4th episode right now is I'm recording it literally on like the 2nd day that I made this world. Like, it's insane. I should be recording it on, like, the 4th day, right? But no. Okay, I see 2 Endermen over there. They could be useful, potentially dropping pearls. Which we will need pearls eventually. Oh, no. Okay, I'm really hoping there's only 2. I'm really hoping there's only 2 right now. Alright, I'm really hoping that there was only... Okay, yeah, now we gotta go back. I'm going back. I hate these things, dude. They always attack you in like hordes, okay? So I don't think we're gonna be able to find all the lamps that we wanted to. I mean, I wanted to kind of make a chest sorting system. I will kind of like, I will make it, but I'll just have to make it with torches for now, which is, it's not what I wanted, but it is what it is. I can't change it, right? So also, there's something else that I want to do. I want to enchant my pickaxe in this video, because I made like an enchanting room sort of a thing, offline. I made an enchanting room offline, and I'm really hoping that I'll be able to utilize that in this video. I mean, dude, again, like, I want to record these things. I want to record making the enchanting table, the enchanting room in a video. Because, you know, I put a lot of effort into making it. But, you know, I'm already up to episode 4. And if I did that, I would literally be on, like, episode 7 right now. And it's like the 2nd day that I've created this world. Alright, so let's begin to head home right now. Yeah, dude, these lamps are incredibly hard to find. I think you have to basically find, like, this thing called, like, a whole like guardian thing. I don't even know what it is. It's like a whole new like dungeon kind of, and it's under the water, and there's just a bunch of lamps in it. So it is what it is. We don't have any near our house. I will have to go and venture out and try and find some, and then when I do, I'll start recording again. But this episode is going to be fairly short, I hope. I just want to show you guys around the house and then start enchanting my pickaxe. And then we'll start like making the sorting room, or the chest room, whatever you want to call it. And I'll probably finish that off. Hopefully offline. I mean, doing it online, I would have to like time-lapse it because it's going to take a long time. You know, I want to have a bunch of chests with like all materials possible. Dude, that's a bummer. I really wanted to get some lamps for what I wanted to do. Sucks that I just can't do that. I mean, I need to figure out how it works, really. I need to just gain a better understanding of how the new update works overall. Because, I mean, right now I'm very... Let's just say I'm not very knowledgeable on Minecraft as a whole right now. You can see my house in the distance. I just want to show you guys the changes, and then we're going to go to making my pickaxe. Dude, I'm really, like, sad about that, really, because it was something that I kind of wanted to do, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. Let's go in third person right now, why not? I actually love the new swimming animations. I don't know when they added them, but I remember I used to have some of these type of swimming animations when I used to do modded gameplay. I'm going to drown. I have no idea why. Can I double tap W? I don't think I can. Ah, dude, look at how sick this looks. I don't know who created this, but honestly, props to you. It looks amazing. Alright, so let's go to enchanting my pickaxe. I know this wasn't a very long episode. I still want to do a couple things. Why is there so much chickens down here? Oh shit, wait, some of my chickens probably got out. 1, 2, 3, that's awkward. Actually, I want to take a look at my chicken farm. I really hope, yeah. That's weird. Okay, well, by the way, guys, I don't know if you noticed this, but the chicken farm is coming along nicely. We've got a bunch of adults over there. In here, we don't have much chicken. I have taken a lot of it out. I've kind of been doing a lot of work offline, as I said. But I might just create like an automatic smelting farm sort of a thing, to where it automatically smelts a lot of the chicken. Because right now, it's basically just creating raw chicken, which shouldn't be happening, but it is. But yeah, let's show you guys my house real quick. I want to show you guys what I've done on the outside. It isn't much. I basically just added a roof and added like poles, like wooden poles. I feel like it is basically a mansion pretty much when you think about it. But pretty much what I've gone and done is I made two sides. We've got the oak side, and then we've got the birch side. And now the oak side is really just where I'm kind of hanging out, and then the birch side is more just for like looks, you know. And so I'll show you guys in. I added the roof as well. It took a really long time to make this roof, dude. I had to smelt so much cobblestone because obviously I don't have silk touch or anything. But this is a fishing farm, as you guys know. I made this in my last episode. I've got a lot of slimes that I see in the distance as well. But this is a fishing farm. Okay. I know a lot of people are probably asking themselves, like, what the hell is in my... Why do I have an enchanted fishing rod? I actually got this from fishing. Like, I was literally just sitting here, AFK farming the fishing pond here, and I got some really amazing stuff right now. I got a mending fishing rod, which, I mean, I don't really understand how mending works in this game yet. I also got a power 4 bow, which is just super useful, dude. A power 4 bow, it's amazing, honestly. And then we just got a bunch of other stuff as well. So we got basically enough food to last forever. We got so much raw cod, we got so much raw salmon, we got so much puffer fish, tropical fish, I don't really know. And something that I think is quite rare, but I will have to do a little bit more research, is the Nautilus shell. I don't know about a lot about like the fish, because they have changed it in the recent updates. But I think that the Nautilus shell is actually quite rare when it comes down to it. I don't know, you can see the bookshelves from the outside here. I might have to cover that up with like birchwood or something. But this is obviously everything's chicken farm, you know, we've got out here. This is really just like a view and kind of an entrance from the ground. You know, if you really get stuck down here, you can kind of just come in. So it is what it is. But this is really just a view. This is kind of where I wanted to put my chest sorting system. So, I mean, I still have to decide on a location, if that makes sense. And then here, We've got the enchanted book area thingy, and yeah, so I've got a lot of the materials that I want potentially for this future upcoming like chest thing. So I've got 42 chests. I have no idea what lure does. I actually got that from fishing. I don't know what it does at all. We've got 14 bookshelves left over. Unfortunately, I did massively misjudge how many bookshelves I would need. I don't know what nether quartz are. Oh wait, yeah, never mind. It looks so weird. I'm not even gonna lie right now. But yeah, this is gonna be interesting because I really do want Silk Touch, or not Silk Touch, Fortune, right? We've got Unbreaking 3 right now. It might be a risk because if I don't get Fortune 3 and if I get like Silk Touch on this, it's gonna be a complete waste of my time. I don't know if I want to do it. Unbreaking 3, it does seem like a waste. So I'm gonna get my shovel right now and I'm gonna kind of break the enchants. Efficiency 1. There we go. And pretty much what that does is it kind of just resets everything. It still says I'm breaking 3, dude. Okay. You know what I'm gonna have to do? You know what I'm gonna have to do, dude? I literally have to, like, do this. Put 1 in, and then just kind of give what it gets, right? So efficiency 2, it's not bad. Please don't say I'm breaking 3 again. Efficiency 3, okay, that's not bad. It's not good. It's definitely not good. Here we go. Just efficiency 3, what do you mean? Alright, I'm gonna do one more, okay? This is a complete waste of my diamonds. This is a complete waste of the diamonds that I have gathered. I'm gonna do one more and then I will make an anvil and probably put them together. It is a big waste of XP, but it is what it is. Efficiency 4, okay. Yeah, I think if we put these two together, it might give us like efficiency 4 or something. Fortune 3, here's what we're hoping for. 3, 2, 1, go. I'm gonna hover over it. You guys will get to see it, but I won't. Is it? Fortune 2! Okay, that's really good. We have a really good pickaxe now. Dude, I'm so hyped for Minecraft right now. I'm having so much fun playing. But anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. Appreciate it. Bye. Okay, so I'm really sorry to do this to you guys again. I know that I keep like ending the video and then I just randomly come back. I mean, you guys can probably see it from like the timestamp below, but pretty much I was kind of just sitting in my house and I realized that I have so many materials that I need to smelt, but I have little to no furnaces. So I figured honestly, basically what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to create a furnace room where I'm going to store everything. I'm going to have like 50 different furnaces with like all stacked full of coal. So I will have to do a mining trip, which I will with my new beastly pickaxe, by the way, because I'm just going to get so much diamonds from this if I find any. But pretty much what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by making a furnace room. And I have learned from my past mistakes. I do know now that not to just time-lapse it. So pretty much what I'm going to do right now is I'm kind of just laying the foundation for this room. Now, I'm going to have just one wall full of furnaces, right? And I need to make it look like it's actually part of my house. I can't just have like a random room just coming off the side for no reason. That just looks really ugly. So what I'm going to do is kind of just figure out a way to make it look a little bit better. And so what I'm going to have to do is firstly lay the foundation. And now this is mainly cobblestone. What I'm doing right now, mainly it is cobblestone, but I will lay out, as you can see, I'm going to make it basically just so I can do this, right? Because without this cobblestone like foundation, it's going to look not super, but it's going to be really difficult to do exactly this. So pretty much something I'm going to have to do as well is I'm going to have to go and farm oak, which is not a really good idea. It's in like one of the worst biomes nearby. But here we go, dude. If we wanted to mobs, I do have a sword, whatever, I'll just fight them off. But, honestly, let me know how your guys' days are going in the comments below, you know. Something that I feel like I'm different with a lot of YouTubers, that I love responding to the comments that I've seen from my videos. Like, I feel like a lot of people that do leave comments would know that, because I always just try to respond as fast as possible. And it's not necessarily like, oh, I'm just trying to respond, you know. It's I actually really, and usually I'm quite intrigued by what a lot of people have to say. You know, even if it's just like, short, I guess. Just literally just say anything. It lets me know as well. Like, even if you don't like the video, just like, let me know why, you know, I don't care. Just say, even like swear at me, I don't give a shit. Just say, F you, or something like that. I don't know. I feel like I love receiving constructive criticism, really, at the end of the day, because it lets me realize like what I can potentially do to change. I can change some of the things about my videos. So something is breaking these for some reason. What the hell is that, dude? I thought there was a zombie in the water. I was like, what? It's like daytime. It doesn't make any sense. Alright, let's grab this last wood. 47, 48. I don't know if 48 is going to be enough. I might just do a little bit more. I want to get to 64. It should be enough. But I really want to make the house purely out of, like, not planks, more so the actual wood itself. It gives it more of, like, a lively, like, touch, you know? Rather than just, like, planks. Because I feel like planks is just such a boring material. I think a lot of people would agree with me on that as well. Planks are very boring to look at. Like, if you look at my house right now, it's mainly planks. Like, I remember when I first started building my house, it was literally just planks, and it just looks so boring and ugly, and like, I don't know, I feel like ugly is a strong word, but it didn't look the best. Let's just say that. It didn't look the best. At all. It didn't even come close. But if I do need more oak, I'll just come back. And let's just start building this room, dude. I'm really excited to finally have, like, a furnace room, because I kind of just put my furnace, like, I remember before when I first got my three furnaces, right? I literally just put them in the wall because I had no space for them to be anywhere else. And my original idea was, yeah, eventually I'm gonna make a furnace room, but I never really got down to it. So this is an exciting opportunity for me to finally be able to make this room. I'm very excited to. I mean, I know it doesn't really sound like it, but I really am. And I feel like my house, honestly, I know it's really ugly when you go down to it. Like, when you really look at my house, it's very, very ugly, but I like the liveliness of it, you know? I like how lively it is. Like, it's so easy to get to places. It has everything that I can possibly need. Even though it doesn't look the best, this is really how I like to play Minecraft. I don't want to, I've built really good looking houses in the past, you know? I used to play in a world with all my friends, and I built some amazing looking houses. You know, I'm not even trolling when I say that. I built some absolutely insane houses, and they looked amazing, but it didn't feel like a home. Like, I was literally just building it for the outside effect, and then inside, I don't know, it just makes me sailed on the game. I want to have a house to where, like, around, like, value, you know? Have things in the house, be kind of lively. I mean, I'm going really in depth for Minecraft, but, I really just want something to, like, live in, you know? I don't want just something there that looks nice. And I mean, eventually, obviously, we are going to be building some houses for the looks. Like, I want to build, like, a little tiny bit of a fishing hut nearby. Because, obviously, we are next to the water, so it would look good. I think we're going to run out of oak, guys. I'm not going to lie right now. Alright, so this is basically the room right now. And, I don't think I have enough cobblestone. But, hold on. Let's see how many furnaces I can create with the cobblestone that I do have. So we've got 2 here. And how much cobblestone? We've got 1. Basically, we've got 3 stacks. Let's see how much furnaces I can create. 6. Not bad, not bad. I want to create enough to fill an entire wall. Alright, so we've got 23 furnaces. I mean, it's not bad, really, when you think about it. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12... Can we do 2 more rows? Can we do 2 more rows? It might be a little bit iffy in the long run. We have to get a ton more coal, and I don't think I'm going to be able to get, that much more coal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oof, dude, we're 1 off. Doesn't matter, you know, this is really all the coal that I wanted. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill this with glass. And hopefully that looks nice. So let me just go get some glass real quick. I think I have some spare from, like, the furnace. I've got 17 here. 17? Okay, dude, yeah, we're running low on glass. Ooh, we've got 51 sand. Let's take that sand right now and turn that all into glass. It will be more handy in the long run. Those 5 furnaces, by the way, we'll have to just go somewhere else. I mean, it sucks, but here's what it is. I mean, should I turn these into? Yeah, dude. I know a lot of people are gonna be mad at me for this, but I'm gonna turn them into. I don't know what they're called. Like panes? Glass panes. 32 glass panes. I mean, it works. It's not bad. And I will have more glass for the future. But here we go. Man, that looks... Why is it, like, connecting like that? It looks so disgusting. Ew. Okay, dude. Never mind. I'm gonna get rid of the ones, like, near the furnace. Ew, dude. What is that? Yuck, dude. Alright, let's create like a little pillar kind of a thing. 1, 2, 3. I don't mind that. And then we'll fill in like the extra spaces with more wood when I get a chance to. I don't have much more wood, but it is what it is. Let's fill this with the glass panes. Boom, boom, boom. And now we're gonna put more like planks on the side. And I know I said I don't want to do planks because they just don't look nice. They really don't. But I mean, what am I gonna do, honestly? Here we go. I'm gonna fill this with planes as well. I mean, it doesn't look the best, but it is what it is, dude. Turn these into things, and then boom, 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 boom. And now, as for the roof, I don't really know what I'm gonna do with it. I'm gonna have to figure it out. Alright, so this is the furnace room right now. I mean, it's made out of pure wood, which I feel like gives a nice touch to the furnace room. Because obviously, you don't expect to have a furnace room in somewhere where it's like stone, you know? Like, I would expect a room like this just to be all oak. So, I mean, I'm gonna put planks at the back here. I mean, no one's really gonna see it. I would have put glass if I could. It is what it is, dude. You know what I might do, actually? I might just make this a little bit more cool looking. Hold on. Let's get rid of these right now. Let's create like a more kind of vibrant effect with the glass panes right now. And I'm not really going to do it on this side, I'm just going to do it on this side right now. Because it just, I don't know, it has a more lasting effect for me. And I'm going to need more glass, of course. So lucky I did put that in the furnace. 15 glass, that's not bad, that's not bad. Alright, so we got 32 again. And then boom, boom. Perfect, dude. I really like this. I like this design. That looks really, really ugly right now. I'm gonna just get rid of that and put this here. Hopefully it looks a little bit better. Yeah, dude, that looks so much better than what I was going for in the first place. Pretty much, I just want a place to, like, I can come in here and then while everything's smelting and whatnot, I can kind of just look outside. It looks better than what I expected. I might, also wire up some... What on earth is that? What is that, dude? I've never seen anything like that before in Minecraft. Well, I'm just gonna shut this out. I'm gonna go sleep as well. Maybe it's like a monster or something. But, something as well that I want to do is I want to kind of do a little more redstone, which I've already talked about in the game before. I really do want to do more redstone, but it's something that I'm gonna have to figure out how to do. It's still here. I can hear it. Oh, it is on one side. It's burning alive. Okay. I want to wait for that fire to kill it just to see what it drops. If it drops anything. I didn't drop anything. I'm going to build the roof as well, which is something that I'm going to have to figure out what I'm going to do.
Can you get me for $2? Can you get me a Maximus?
I mean, I'm thinking oak logs for the roof as well, because it gives it a nice touch. It really does. Also, let's take a look at what it looks like from the outside. Take a look at what this looks like from the outside. Here we go. Okay, that doesn't look too bad. I'm gonna remove the cobblestone and just make like pillars going down into the ocean, so it gives it a nice touch, like it's not just standing up out of nowhere. But I'll do that offline because obviously you guys don't want to see that. It's boring. You know, who wants to see someone just like pillaring up something? But what I'm gonna do is get enough wood to make the roof. I think a stack should be enough. I hope a stack should be enough. Hopefully a stack is enough to build a roof. Zombies are just burning in the distance, yeah. Alright. I think I have enough wood right now to build the roof. I mean, this video is like 15 minutes long. It's gonna take a while to edit as well because my mum came in just now. Which was important, you know, and can't really say anything bad about your mum. Normally I would be mad when someone interrupts a video because obviously I take these really professionally, dude. I really do. I treat these videos as professionally as possible. And so I hate it when like people come in, even if it is my family, and like I'm in the middle of recording, and like it's just, I don't know, normally it is annoying, but you know, you have to give some respect to these people because they did raise you. Like, I can't just swear at them and like, I don't know. So here, let's make the roof. I feel like this is a good place. I wanted to make it like one up just so it looks a little bit better on the outside, but nah, dude, I'm not about that life. So this is gonna be a bit difficult. Yeah, it is gonna be quite difficult. what I'm gonna do, and this probably sounds really stupid to a lot of people, but I'm gonna kind of like layer the bottom with oak, just so I can make the top a little bit easier on myself. Hopefully we have enough planks hopefully we have enough oak wood, dude. I don't think we do, to be honest. I really don't want to go back. I really do not want to go back and get more oak. I will obviously remove all these planks in the future. Not in the future, like literally in like a second. I don't know why I'm shifting. Spam click. I gotta go out in like 10 minutes as well, so I gotta make this a little bit more faster though than I think I'm just gonna have enough, yeah. I'm gonna have a lot more than enough actually. And boom, okay. So let's enter and see what it looks like from the inside. Remove those planks. Yeah, if we didn't do those planks right there, it would have taken a lot longer to build this house. And finally I have a smeltery, right? I just wanted somewhere where I can go and smelt everything. Let's remove these planks here. I mean, it's gonna look really good, I already know, obviously. And do we add light? Do we add torches? I mean, the window should be enough, and when it is dark time, when it's dark time and I'm in here, I am gonna be smelting, so what I'm gonna do offline, I'm gonna do quite a few things offline, okay? And I don't want to do anything big offline, okay? I know that a lot of people actually care about the big things that I'm doing offline. Some of the big things that I want to do online is I want to make a mob grinder, and hopefully I want to kind of extend this a little bit out to a point where I can get mobs. But that means that there has to be a mob grinder in the vicinity, which I don't think there is. But this looks really, really good right now, okay? Now I'm gonna fill these up with coal. And then boom, you know, we've got perfect smeltery. I think this looks amazing. So I'm gonna go underneath the ground right now, and I'm gonna remove this cobblestone. So thanks so much for watching, guys. I really do appreciate it. You guys honestly making this series amazing. I mean, I'm not getting as much views as my one-on-one videos, which I'm not gonna lie right now. I do care about views. That's the whole reason why I'm doing YouTube. I want an audience behind me. But I'm really enjoying playing Minecraft, and I hope you guys are enjoying watching me as well. If you aren't, just seriously, let me know. I don't care. You know, you can say anything. It doesn't hurt my feelings or whatever. You know, I feel like a lot of people restrain. Like me especially, I never want to write hate comments on someone that I actually like. Because even though it is constructive criticism, and I feel like I do have an input, it's like it is kind of awkward because it feels like, you know, maybe they don't want to hear that about someone that have put hard work into. But seriously, guys, talk to me. Tell me things that, you know, you think I could improve on, and let me know. Thanks so much for watching. Appreciate it. Bye. Okay, so in the background you're going to see me creating the chest farm thingy, but I thought I would give a little bit of insight into something that has happened to me in the past, and I've always wanted to talk about it, but I didn't want to create a separate video about it, so I thought, honestly, why not just share it with you guys? And pretty much, I had a job for a week. Literally, I had a job for 1 week, dude. And it was a shame that everything happened so suddenly, but it was a job that I definitely do not regret leaving, because it just wasn't something that I wanted to stay in, and I'll talk to you guys about that. Pretty much, having a job for your first time is one of the hardest things you could ever do, because you really have to understand what you're getting yourself into, and this was something that I didn't really think about too much. When I first signed up to this job, I was like, oh yeah, dude, finally I'm going to be, you know, earning my own money. I'm going to become a little bit more independent from the people that are who care for me. And I was like, finally, yes, dude, this is insane. I'm so happy. And I went into the job, and so many things happened which I really want to talk about. But first things first, I'm not going to name the company that I went into in case there is any legal action, because there are a few legal things that did happen to me that I feel like if I were to talk about them and name this company and put them under fire, and I did get literally anything wrong, I would be sued, literally. But pretty much, it was a fast food place. I worked at a fast food place. I signed up online on this website called Indeed, and I got an interview. I was really happy to finally get an interview at a job, because I had applied at many different places. And keep in mind, my resume is insane. I put so much detail into it. I made sure to list all of my qualifications. I listed everything. I feel like my resume is probably better than most adults out there. And pretty much what happened was I went to the interview, and the person interviewing me was really weird, okay? Now, I'm pretty sure, I know every single person who was watching this, if you met this dude, you would think the same thing. Like, it wasn't just me, and I don't want to name this dude, because I feel like it is quite bad, but he was quite weird. He was talking really slowly. He kind of had like a really like sad face. Like, you know those people in the world that you look at them and they just seem sad? They could be like the most happiest person on earth, but they just seem sad for some reason, you know? Like, he always had this like depressed face on him, and I figured honestly, why not? And I was trying to lighten up the mood. Every time he would ask me a question in the interview, it would be like, hey, are you a team player? I'll be like, yeah. You know, I used to play football for a team, and I would laugh about it and try to make jokes, but this dude was like so serious for some reason. And I know it was an interview and you have to be serious, but I don't know why. I guess I was kind of expecting someone to just be a little bit more serious and more personal, make the interview a little bit more personal rather than just business, because I feel like that is a better way to get clients working for you, or prospects, I guess. Is that the right word? Anyway, I waited a few weeks. I was pretty depressed after the interview because I thought it went terrible. I really did. I thought my interview went really, really bad. I thought that I would never ever get hired because it was just absolutely terrible. No one would hire me after an interview like that. And I ended up getting hired for some reason. I have no idea why, okay? Now, here's where everything went wrong. First things first, he basically told me to do some work, do some courses online, to where when I start the job, it will be a little bit more understanding to me. And now this is the first illegal part. You can't, I don't know if anyone, some people need to understand this, is that if you're asked to do work for your job outside of work, you need to be being paid for that. And I didn't know this at the time. I was actually told by a teacher once I told him this story. But you need to be paid for work that you do outside of your work. Now, I might not be 100% correct in saying that, but you should definitely seek some type of guidance from someone who knows this type of thing. Like, for me, it was my careers counselor at my school. He told me that I completed at least a couple hours worth of work in 10 minutes, because I'm a pretty fast, typer. I'm a pretty fast reader, so I was able to just completely guide through everything really quickly. But it did take me a couple hours to finish it all. I feel like I just said two different things. I'm sorry for that, but it took me a few hours to get through all the work. And I ended up getting through it, and I told my boss, the person who hired me, and he said, okay, that's great. And I never actually got paid for doing that work. Even though it wasn't work in the restaurant itself, it was still work, and you should have been getting paid for that. So that was the first thing that I didn't understand. Now, it gets even worse from there, guys, okay? Now, here's the thing. I remember my first day, my mum, she drove me down to the restaurant itself, and guess what? I arrived, I talked to the boss, and I was like, hey, I'm here for my first day. I was pretty happy about it because I was nervous as well. And immediately he looks at me. His face is really, really depressed. For some reason, I have no idea why. And he's like, what? You're not wearing the right boots. I look down at my shoes and they're just plain runners. Now keep in mind, I was in the wrong here because you're supposed to be wearing boots for work. Now, here's the problem with that. He never actually told me to wear boots. And now obviously it should be in, OH&S, which is Occupational Health and Safety Acts. It's actually in those that you have to wear boots while you're working. But literally, keep in mind, I was 15 at the time. How am I going to know that? It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. So pretty much I had to go home. He gave me an hour grace period or something because my house was quite far away to get boots. And so I put on some boots, I came back, and then I started my first day. Now, here's where it gets super, super illegal. I wasn't getting paid at all for the first day. This is what the dude said for me. He said, today is just a training day. I was there for 3 hours, keep in mind. I was just cutting chicken or something. I wasn't really doing much work. In fact, I was actually looked down upon for not doing the work that I should have been doing. Now, I really want to talk about that as well. First day was apparently just a training day. He wasn't paying me, which, terrible. I mean, I could literally hire a lawyer right now and ask for back pay, but it is just a week. I'd probably get $120 or something. It's nothing. It's not worth going for that. But I start working, and something that really ticks me off as well is that everyone's kind of doing their own thing, and nobody told me what to do. Now, the kitchen itself is very small. There's 4 people in the kitchen. And I'm clueless. I am literally so clueless as to what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm kind of just standing around, and this guy comes up to me. He's not my boss. He's kind of someone else. He's just another boss that runs a restaurant. And he's like, hey, cut up that chicken. And he points to this whole pile of chicken on the side, and he doesn't just say, hey, cut up that chicken. He's angry at me for some reason, and he's literally yelling at me. He's like, what the fuck are you doing? Cut up the chicken. I'm 15, by the way. He probably shouldn't be swearing, but I go over to the chicken, I start cutting it up, and apparently it has to be absolutely perfect. Now this guy literally just told me to cut up the chicken. Like, I don't really know what he actually meant by that. Like, what am I supposed to do, dude? So I got all the chicken. I was really fast. I was really swift. I was literally just deboning it, getting the chicken, putting it in the pile. And unfortunately, I did it all. And this dude literally told me to do it again. Now, here's the problem. You might, like, hearing that, you might think, hey, yeah, that's your problem. You should have just done it right the first time. He never actually told me exactly what to do. I had no clue what I was doing. I literally got the chicken. Basically what you had to do was like peel it off the bones and put it back. And pretty much all I was doing was like cutting it, because I had no clue what on earth I was supposed to be doing, dude. I had no clue whatsoever, okay? And now this dude was angry at me for some reason. You know, at the time I had no idea. After I left work, I was like, you know, maybe that's why, you know. And I'm really a forgiving person. That's the type of nature that I am. Like, if someone does that to me, I feel like I'm more forgiving than someone else. If someone else was in that position, they would probably get really angry, but me, I'm just like, oh, okay, I'll just go with it. And I feel like it has got me into trouble quite a few times, where I should have been the one, you know, giving the trouble, if that makes sense. I mean, it's so stupid, but first day ends, okay? I keep in mind, it ends, dude. I'll probably talk about that in a later date, because it does go into more illegal territory. Next day comes, and I see someone clock in before me, someone who arrives to work like a second before me. He goes inside, and something that he does was he pulls out a card that belongs to the restaurant, and he swipes it on like this thing and it says welcome, and then his name, which was like Anita or something like that. And I'm like, what? And I immediately go to the boss, and I'm like, hey, how am I supposed to clock in? You know, I don't have a number, I don't have an ID. And he's like, sorry, we'll get it for you next time. So I worked a second day without getting paid. Now, according to him, this was a payday for me. So it wasn't like another training day. Even though I didn't get paid for it, that's what he labeled it as. And, guess what? I didn't get paid either. Now, here's where it goes into even worse territory. You know, that day ends, you know, things are great, I guess. I still got in trouble a lot for doing the wrong thing. Nobody really told me exactly what to do. You know, I'm new to the restaurant. Like, I don't exactly know what I'm supposed to be doing. Like, it just makes me angry whenever I tell this story, because you can't just hire someone and then expect them to know exactly what they're going to do. Especially since it was my first job. I didn't know exactly what to do as someone who was working there. It was like really confusing to me, because I was working there obviously, but I was just kind of standing around doing nothing. I was just watching other people do their own thing, and occasionally the boss would look at me and get angry for the stupidest reason, which is like, because I'm not doing anything. Look, I don't know, what am I supposed to be doing, you know? Because there was nothing in the kitchen that was obvious for me to go, oh, I'll just do that, and then I'll go over here and do that, you know? And occasionally something I would find myself doing was I would just pull out like a napkin or something and just wipe down benches, you know? Because it got to a point where I feel like I needed to look like I was doing something, even though I was doing nothing. I was literally cleaning benches that were already clean, you know? And it just sucks, because I don't know, dude. I feel like it really turned me off the workforce. Now, here is where it gets really, really bad, okay? It's the third day, and this is where it gets really bad. It's another typical day. I'm getting even more angrier and angrier and angrier at this job. I'm like, dude, please don't be such a piece of shit. You know, I'm not saying it obviously out loud, I'm saying it in my head, like, please just don't be such a fucking idiot, you know? And I walk inside, start my shift, everything is normal, and then about an hour before I'm supposed to leave and before I'm supposed to clock off, he starts yelling at me. For the stupidest reason. Now, keep in mind, it is like rush hour now, so a lot of people are coming in to start working, to start eating dinner and whatnot, and I'm getting yelled at for the stupidest reason yet again. He literally he didn't tell me what I'm supposed to be doing. And I feel like, again, if you're going into the workforce, especially if you're applying at a particular job, have an understanding of the job requirements of what you're going into, because me specifically, I didn't know that I was supposed to be cooking burgers. I didn't know that I was supposed to be getting gravy. I didn't know that I was supposed to be getting stuff out of the freezer as well, which, it sucks, but it is what it is. Now, this is my 3rd day working, and I am really, really pissed right now. Keep in mind, I've never ever yelled at someone before. I've never been angry because it's just not me. I've never ever been angry. This was literally the first time and the only time that I've ever gotten really angry at someone, okay? He pulls me aside. Everyone else is working. I can see sweat dripping from people's faces, and my face is completely clean again because I literally had no clue what on earth I was supposed to be doing. And he's like, if you're not gonna work, then go home. And I'm like, my face immediately just goes red because I am extremely confused. How am I supposed to be fucking working when you haven't told me what to do? It just doesn't make any sense. Like, I feel, and again, dude, this is something that I've really had a lot of trouble with in the past as well, because this is exactly the type of thing that people in groups do in school. Like, I don't know, the teachers force you to make groups of people, and then they kind of just, there's 2 people that do all the work, and they don't actually, like, tell you what you have to do to contribute, right? So I'm just kind of there doing nothing because I have no clue what I'm supposed to be doing, and then the people who were working get all the awards when really, you know, I just had no clue what I was doing. And I mean, I don't even know why I'm talking about that. This is completely something else. I'll probably talk about that in the future. I really want to make a video about school, but I digress. So keep in mind, this dude's yelling at me. He's telling me, like, hey, if you're not gonna work, go home. And this is where I got really angry. I'm like, shut the hell up. If you want me to work, tell me what to do. I have no fucking clue what I'm supposed to be doing. And I'm sorry for swearing, guys. It makes me angry whenever I tell this story at all. And, pretty much, I just left. An hour before I was supposed to clock off, I just left. Now, keep in mind, I had worked 3 days at this point. I think this was like my 4th or 5th or maybe even 3rd day. I can't really remember. Again, this was 2 years ago. I just left. I went home. I called my mum because obviously, you know, at this time, the buses weren't running anymore because of some strike. At the time, I remember exactly because I usually caught the bus home. But for some reason, there was like a bus strike where all of the bus drivers were like striking out in the city because they weren't getting enough pay or something. And it really made me angry because obviously I had to call my mum and she really was like busy at the time, I guess. And she came pick me up. And the next day, I had work again. Now, here's the problem. I had literally grew so much to hate working there. And again, I'm not going to say the name because, yeah, there are multiple things that went wrong. They owed me $100, I think it was close to like $200 and something in back pay for all the days that I've worked, not including the amount of hours I put into those few shifts that I did at home online, where it was kind of like a refresher course to see, you know, if my mind was capable of working. I was supposed to be getting paid for that. So I didn't get any pay whatsoever for working at all. So even though I have worked, like I can literally say I have worked a job, but I've never been paid by a company before. So they never paid me. Strike number 1. Strike number 2, they kept telling me to work, but I had no clue what I was supposed to be doing. And obviously, you know, to some people they might just take leadership and figure out what they're going to be doing. But to me, it was like I didn't want to do something that was like illegal to where they could get in trouble if I did that for like OH&S. And I didn't want to do anything that they didn't want me to do that they were going to do or something like that. And it was just kind of like, you know, it was a bit iffy in that situation. And that's kind of the position I was in, dude. So, at the end of the day, I remember I finished school. My work started literally in like 2 hours after that case. And pretty much, I went into the restaurant. My mum dropped me off because I told her what I was going to be doing. We went into the restaurant. My mum was waiting for me. I remember I had my camera in my pocket. Now, this is my old camera, so I'm not going to be able to show you the footage. But I did record it, and I showed my mum afterwards just to see what would happen. And nothing really happened. I kind of just went in. I had my my shirt. I went in and I talked to the lady who was working the till. And I was like, hey, can I please speak to the manager? And she looks at me and she's like, hey, so are you here for your first shift? And I'm like, what? No, I'm not. And she's like, oh, okay. And then she walks out the back to get the manager. And she comes back, not with the manager. And she's like, he's busy. Strike number 3. The manager is busy. There's literally no one in the restaurant. What could you possibly be doing to be busy? especially to talk to someone who could potentially, I don't even know where I'm going with this, dude. But I was like, so I quit to the girl at the till, and I saw her face went red, you know, because she didn't want to hear the news of someone quitting. Imagine having to tell your boss that someone just came in and quit. Like, that would be embarrassing, and I can definitely understand why she would be embarrassed to do that. But it was such a terrible job. I probably, in the future, if anything ever happens, I will be telling this story, because it sucks, dude, because I feel like I was taken advantage of when it came to this. And I mean, it is what it is. I can't really go in too much depth, but it sucks, man. Don't let anyone take advantage of you, especially like major corporations like this, dude. I feel like if I ever go into the industry again, if I go into any industry, I'll probably make sure to look over contracts. I'll make sure to hire a lawyer to look over contracts, because it is what it is. I wish I didn't have to do this, but now I'm more aware of what people are going to be doing. I'll probably will make a post on like the website saying, don't get employed here, because it just was the worst experience of my entire life. And I have more that I want to talk about this specific situation, stuff that happened that I didn't really talk about, but I will in a future episode. See you guys later.